Let's talk about something most Australians feel but nobody wants to say out loud. Your paycheck is not stretching the way it used to. Groceries at Coles and Woolies cost more than they did last year. Rent has gone up again. And every time you fill up the car, there is a small pinch that used to be a shrug. According to the Australian Bureaus of Statistics, living costs for employee households have kept climbing right through 2026, with housing, health, and transport leading the charge. And yet wages are moving at a snail's pace. Here is the honest truth. If your only source of income is the job you clock into every morning, you are one restructure, one rate hike, or one unexpected bill away from real financial stress. Now here's where it gets interesting. A recent report from CDA showed that more Aussies than ever are starting side businesses. Not because they suddenly love the idea of being a boss, but because working one job for one employer is just not enough anymore. The average side hustle in Australia now brings in about $8,800 a year. That might not sound huge at first, but think about what an extra $8,800 would do for your home right now. That is a good chunk off your mortgage. That is a family holiday paid in cash. That is the emergency fund most people have been meaning to build for 3 years. And for many Aussies, that number is just the start. Some are turning their side businesses into full-time incomes, replacing their salary and taking back the hours they used to give an employer. Here is a shift in thinking worth sitting with for a moment. A job pays you for your time. A side business pays you for what you build. When your shift ends, the money stops. But when you build something of your own, it can keep earning while you sleep, while you're at the footy, while you are having dinner with your family. That is the difference between selling hours and building assets. And in 2026, with the tools we have now, there is really no reason to still be leaning on just one income. The people who get this early are the ones who will look back in 10 years and see it was the biggest money move they ever made, while everyone else was too tired or too scared to try. Now let's be real about what stops most people. Starting a normal business in Australia is expensive. Registering a company based on CEDA's own numbers costs between $503 and $611 just to get going. Then there is stock, storage, packaging, shipping, a website, and ads. Before you make a single sale, thousands of dollars are already gone. That is why so many Aussies dream about a side business but never start one. The upfront cost feels huge and the risk feels personal. And there is another layer to this. Most working Aussies are already stretched thin by the end of the week. The idea of pouring hours into something new feels heavy when the tank is already empty. That is why the model you pick has to fit around your real life. Something you can run from the couch on a Sunday night matters far more than something that demands your best hours. Which brings us to the sponsor of today's video and the reason this topic matters so much right now, Printful. For anyone who has not heard of them, Printful is a print-on-demand platform. That means you can design and sell custom products. Things like t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, hats, tote bags, phone cases, and wall art without holding any stock. Here's how it works. You make a design. You upload it to Printful. You link it to an online store like Shopify, Etsy, TikTok Shop, or your own website. When a customer buys something, Printful prints it, packs it, and sends it straight to that customer under your brand. You never touch the product. You never store anything in the garage. You never pay for stock up front. Money only moves after a sale is made. Think about what that means for an Aussie who wants to start something on the side. No warehouse, no minimum order, no risk of buying 500 t-shirts and being stuck with 480 of them in the spare room. It can all start today from the kitchen table with a laptop and an idea. Printful now has fulfillment partners servicing Australia and New Zealand, which means local customers get their orders faster and shipping stays fair. On top of that, Printful handles the returns, the customer service on print issues, and the quality checks, so your weekends are not spent fixing shipping problems. Your job is marketing and being creative. Their job is everything else. Here is what makes this different from every other side hustle idea online. Driving for Uber trades your time for money. Doing Airtasker jobs trades your time for money. Even freelancing, as good as the pay can be, still ties your income to hours worked. Printful lets you build something that grows. A design made once can sell 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. The design does the work. Your store does the work. Printful does the shipping. That leaves room to focus on being creative, marketing your store, and growing your brand, which is where the real payoff lives. And no, there is no need to be an artist. Some of the top print-on-demand stores in the world are built on simple text designs, small groups of fans, and clever slogans. Think of a design made for Aussie tradies or nurses or dog owners or fans of a certain hobby. Picture a t-shirt made for FIFO workers in Western Australia or a mug built around inside jokes only teachers get. Those small, specific groups are where print on demand really works. A general product fights with everyone, but a specific product feels made for one person. You do not need to draw. You just need to understand a group of people and make something they would be proud to wear or show off. Printful even has design tools built into the platform, so if you can type, your first product can be made tonight. The other thing worth knowing is that Printful lets you order a sample of your own product first, so you can see the quality with your own eyes before selling it to anyone. That single step gives you the confidence to promote what you are selling, because you know exactly what shows up in the customer's mailbox. Now, for the practical side, setting up a Printful account is free. You only pay for a product when a customer orders it, and the customer pays first. Your profit is the gap between what you charge and what Printful charges to make and ship it. Most sellers price their products at 2 to 3 times the base cost, which means solid margins from day one. And because the ATO now tracks side hustle income through platform data matching in 2026, doing this the right way, with an ABN and clean records from the start, means you are building a real business, not a hobby you have to hide at tax time. That also opens up business deductions for things like your internet, part of your home office, and marketing costs, which can lower your tax bill when done properly. A quick tip on that front: open a separate bank account for your side business from day one. Keep every sale, every fee, and every expense flowing through that one account. When tax time rolls around, your accountant will thank you, and the whole process becomes a 30-minute job instead of a weekend of digging through old receipts. Here is the takeaway from today's video. The Aussies who will do well over the next 10 years are not the ones with the biggest salaries. They are the ones with the most income streams. Your job is your base. Your side business is your freedom. And in a country where the cost of living keeps rising faster than wages, having something of your own that earns money outside your 9 to 5 is no longer a nice extra. It is one of the most important money moves anyone can make right now. So if this video sparked something, if an idea has been sitting on the shelf for months or years and never gone anywhere, this is the sign. Click the first link in the description to get started with Printful today. It costs nothing to sign up, nothing to design your first product, and nothing to launch your store. The only thing between you and your first sale is the choice to begin. If today's video was helpful, do me a favor and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you there.